Help me welcome to the stage Jesse Schneiderman, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi there. No. So, I was at a party last weekend, and a guy walked in with a box of pizza, and I noticed that guys have the exact same reaction to a hot box of pizza and to a hot girl. It's like the guy with pizza came in, and all the guys in the party were like, "What's up?" And then like one guy who knew the guy who brought him the pizza was like, "Dude, what's the deal with that? Can I hit that shit?" How old is it? 9. Yeah, I did go to an Ivy League school, but for some reason I'm always pegged as the dumb slut. But I'm not dumb. And I'm not. But so sometimes instead of wearing contacts, I put on my glasses so people take me more seriously, and they do. It's a pretty smart trick. And I spent a good 30 minutes this morning looking for my glasses, and I was wearing them. And don't you hate that when you're looking for your keys and you're holding them? I have that problem a lot. Only it's with myself, my own being, Jessie. I was in Barcelona my junior year of college. I went to Barcelona, and some friends and I went to this club. And inside the club is loud, and it's dark, and we're dancing, and I have no idea that I've consumed enough alcohol to give my future kids fetal alcohol syndrome. And as we're leaving, we walk outside, and suddenly I stop, and I'm like, "You guys, where's Jessie?" Now, keep in mind that I am Jessie. Okay, I don't know if you all knew that. And I'm like, "You guys, I think she went inside to get her coat or something. We can't just leave without her." Okay? And everybody's staring at me like I'm retarded. And I'm like, why is everybody being so crazy? And I was like, fine, if you guys want to sit around here like a bunch of assholes, I'll go back and get her. And she was nowhere to be found that night. The next morning, I found her. But that's sort of like, I feel like that's my whole life. Like, I'm always forgetting where I am, or in that case, who I am. And I blame my sister, Abby. My whole life, she told me I'm not who I thought I was. First, it was that I was adopted. And I know every older sibling tells the younger one that they were adopted, but not from rats. Okay? She told me that my original parents were rats, and that they wanted me to have a better life. So they dropped me off at my parents' doorstep. Yeah, she used to leave crumpled up notes for my rat parents lying around the house. And then when I find them, she'd be like, "Oh, Jess, I'm so sorry you had to see that." But I was thinking about it, and it's like, if that really were true, I was probably the product of a rat one-night stand, you know? So, like, I was picturing, like, two rats happened to be in the same alley one night, and, like, the guy rat's like, "Hey, baby, like, got some leftover McDonald's and hang out with me tonight." And he's dangling the cheese in front of her, and the girl lunges at him, and he's like, not so fast. Yeah. And then, like, 9 months later, the sleepy rat womanizer has a kid on his hands. And the woman rat, her family's back in Singapore, but she only came over here by accident on the storage hold of a merchant vessel. And, you know, and she's all fucked up and she's on welfare, and her father was abusive, but she's only attracted to abusive rats, which is why she got into this mess in the first place. And now she can't afford an abortion, and then Mr. Rat over there is like, wants nothing to do with her. And he's saying shit like, "Doesn't even look like me." When he knows she's never been with anyone before. I mean, come on, she's fucking 16. So she, right? So she had no other option besides leaving me on my parents' doorstep, which is where I came from. But whatever, my sisters just like always had this weird, jealous obsession with the fact that I came out of my mom's vagina and she was a C-section. I don't know where that comes from. But speaking of vaginas, woo! Yeah! high school kids have found a new way to get fucked up. They're soaking tampons in vodka and sticking it up their vaginas and their butts. I swear to God this is a real thing. I swear to God. And I don't know, I'm sort of thinking that like, this is kind of a good idea. No? I mean, it's like the right time of the month to stick a celery stick up your ass, get a pretty decent Bloody Mary. Oh, you guys, you're just prude. Period. Vagina. Sick. No, but I actually could really picture this catching on. And I'm picturing like a commercial and like, you know, 3 like sexy women walk out of a posh bathroom and they're all looking at each other like, we know what's going on. And then they're like dancing on the dance floor, laughing, having a good time, and then the announcer's like, Bacardi and Tampons, they get the job done. 80 proof, and it fits in your purse, please plug responsibly. And then there's this guy, this really hot guy, sitting at the bar, and the bartender offers him a drink, and he's like, no thanks, I'm good. But yeah, I recently did, I moved from DC to LA, and it's been even harder to really, DC, LA, either one. It's been kind of hard to like even get who I am out here, because when I'm on the East Coast, I'll be like, hi, and everyone's like, oh my God, you're so LA. And then when I'm out here, I'm just like I'm just not LA enough. I was at, I went to Jamba Juice the other day, and the guy who was taking my order was like, oh, do you want one of our free booths? And I was like, oh, no, thank you. You would have literally thought I pulled a wet trout out of my ass and bitch slapped the guy across the face. The entire place gasped and went silent, and then the guy behind me was sort of like laughing, was like, oh, no, I don't think you understand, it's a free booth. It's free, and it's a boost for your body and mind. And I'm like, I have my own ways of boosting my body and mind, and it's called Bacardi and Tampons. They get